Hi children, hope all are safe. Last class we learned a poem, that is Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Hope all have studied that. Today I will start with lesson 2. The name of the lesson is Life at Hawthorne School. Life at Hawthorne School. See, this is a story about a girl who lives with her grandfather in the mountain. But now she is being sent to a boarding school. So when we read this chapter, we will understand what all things happen here. So we will go to the new chapter. So all take out your textbook, take page number 16. Read along with me and understand the lesson. First, get set is given there. Write B next to the words related to boarding schools. When you read these words, which all words are related to boarding schools, you have to put there B. Then write B plus D next to the words related to both boarding schools and day schools. So we will read out the words and find out which one are boarding schools and which are boarding schools and day schools. First one, dormitory. First one is dormitory. So that you have to write there B, capital B. You have to write there B. For dormitory, you have to write B. Like this you have to write B. Dormitory. Next to dormitory you have to write B. Then B, away from home. Away from home means, what is the correct answer? You will be in a boarding school, no? So B. Second one also B. C, timetable. Timetable means boarding school and day school will be there. So there you have to write B plus D. B plus D. A is B, B is also B, C, B plus D. That is boarding school and day school. Understood? D, living with classmates. Living with classmates. D is living with classmates means boarding school. So D is also B. D is also B. E, discipline. Discipline, both at boarding school and day school, there should be discipline, no? So B plus D. E is B plus D. Both at boarding school and play school, there should be discipline. F, rules and regulations. You will have rules and regulations in boarding school and at the day school. So last one is also B plus D. So write like this, understood? Write in your textbook. Now we will start with the lesson. That is section 1. Read along with me. The sun shining through the windows awakened Heidi. A busy day followed, filled with both pleasant and unpleasant happenings. So that Heidi got up when the sun shone. That was a busy day. So pleasant and unpleasant things happened in that day. Heidi met the French teacher. The French teacher's name is Mademoiselle. That is a French word. The French teacher's name is Mademoiselle Raymond. That's the name of that teacher. Mademoiselle Raymond, who was very tall and thin and nearsighted. Nearsighted means, I have given you the meaning, short-sighted. Short-sighted. Understood? Nearsighted means short-sighted. That is, the teacher is able to see things which is very near to her. That is called short-sighted. She wore a high collar, a high knot of hair on the top of her head, and there was a row of buttons that paraded. Paraded means arranged in a row. Paraded means arranged in a row. She stopped down to look at Adi and murmured. Murmured means speaking softly. I am very strict, especially about dictation. Your friend Clara learned very well indeed. So, the name of the teacher is Mademoiselle Raymond. She is a French teacher. Then she is nearsighted. Nearsighted means she can see things only when it is near. So the teacher wore a high collar, a high knot of hair on the top of her head, and there was a row of buttons paraded. Then down her back, like many small beetles. Beetles means insects. Vandina poleullathu. Beetles means insects. She stopped down to look at Adi and murmured. So the teacher is telling that girl that I will be very strict about dictation. So the friend Clara is very good at dictation. Heidi began to be afraid. She could not live up to Clara, of whom everyone in the school had such a good opinion. So when Heidi heard that, she was very afraid because she is not so good like Clara. That school has got a nice opinion about Clara. She felt even more convinced of this when she talked to Fräulein Feld. She felt very convinced of this when she talked to Fräulein Feld. Convinced means orappu verutha. Understood? Convinced means make sure. Orappu verutha. Good morning, Heidi. I hope we shall be a happy family and that you are going to be as lovable as your friend Clara. The teacher is telling, we will live like a happy family and you also will be a good girl like Clara and we will be very friendly. She said this to make Heidi understand the importance of good behavior. But privately, Fräulein felt a very real sympathy for this simple 14-year-old country girl with her 2 long braids and plain cotton dress. How would her classmates receive her? All of them were girls of families that were more or less well-to-do. So, Heidi understood the importance of good behavior when the teacher told that Clara was a very good girl. Understood? But she felt very sympathy for this 14-year-old girl because she was coming from a poor family. All the other children were very well-to-do family. Understood? They were coming from a rich family. But this girl was from a poor family. That first morning, Heidi made 52 errors in the dictation about which Mademoiselle Raymond was so very strict, so that the teacher took a dictation. But Heidi made 52 errors. That means she has got mistake in this dictation words. Errors means mistake in these dictation words. And the teacher was very strict. She did not understand one of Fräulein's orders in the gym class and she made a spot on the tablecloth at lunch. So she couldn't understand what the teacher was saying. So what did she do? She made a spot on the tablecloth while eating lunch. There was a spot on the tablecloth. Mademoiselle Labby, the headmistress, gave her a very severe look. Very severe look. The headmistress was Mademoiselle Labby, and she was also very strict. That headmistress was also very strict. So this girl was very afraid of that headmistress because that headmistress was looking very severely. Understood? Very severely means very harshly that headmistress was looking. We are not living in a village, she said. You must learn to eat properly. That headmistress was saying, we people are not living in a village, so you must know how to eat your lunch properly. So eat in a good way. Excuse me, Mademoiselle, said Heidi. It was an accident. So Heidi is telling, I am sorry, it somehow happened. It was an accident. Do not answer back when I correct you, said the headmistress. Heidi, who had not meant to be rude, sat silent and confused. Heidi was very sad, so she sat very silently. She was very confused. What to do again? Mademoiselle Labby resumed, this afternoon you will take a walk with Miss Smith. At 4:30 when Eileen arrives, I shall meet you at the school. Be especially kind to Eileen, girls. Her grandfather has just died in Buenos Aires, where he was the consul general, and her mother is ill. So, that Mademoiselle Labby, that headmistress is telling, afternoon to take a walk with Miss Smith. At 4:30 when Eileen arrives, Eileen was another girl. So when she comes to school, you all must be kind to that girl because her father has died earlier. Understood? Till this you can understand. Then next section I will take in the next class. So read all the difficult words, copy all the meanings in your notebook. Draw double line, write the name of the lesson, Life at Northern School, nearsighted, short-sighted, paraded, arranged in a row, live up to, be as good as, in a flurry of means surrounded by, stiffly, in an unfriendly way, annoying, irritating, stormed, spoke angrily, defend, to protect, been afflicted with means suffered. So this is the story of a girl who is living in a boarding school. There the headmistress and the teacher is very strict. So this girl is very frightened. Till this the story is like this. Then we will go on to section 2 in the next class. Till then, bye.